Two white cops pointed their guns at a calm black woman standing over a dead body, not knowing she just stopped a mass shooter. No panic, no threat, just her, standing tall, a pistol dangling from her fingers. They didn't ask questions, didn't check for victims. They just saw her skin and assumed the worst. "Drop the weapon," they screamed, hands trembling, hearts blind. But the woman didn't move. Instead, she dropped her ID. Military, Navy intelligence. And just as the cops began to process their mistake, a military convoy rolled in, with someone who'd change everything. What happened next left everyone speechless. "Drop it now!" The officer's voice cracked like a whip through the thick summer air. In the middle of a quiet street in Greenwood, two white cops stood with weapons drawn, sweat streaking down their faces, hands trembling, not from fear of danger, but from a threat they invented. That threat was Lieutenant Commander Janelle Carter, standing tall with a sidearm loose in her right hand, blood staining the pavement behind her. But it wasn't hers. A white man, dressed in tactical gear, lay sprawled on the ground, motionless. His rifle, military grade, had been kicked away. He was the shooter. She was the shield. But none of that mattered. The cops didn't see a hero. They saw a black woman with a gun. Janelle didn't shout. She didn't plead. She met their eyes with silence, a kind of power they weren't trained to understand. "You don't even know what happened here," she said quietly. "Hands where I can see them, now." Still, they didn't ask. They didn't look around. Not at the terrified bystanders hiding behind cars. Not at the assault weapon lying yards away. They saw melanin and muscle and made their judgment. Janelle exhaled slowly and let something drop behind her. A military ID. The wind flipped it open, like a script too real to deny. The photo matched her face. The name, Lieutenant Commander Janelle Carter. Navy intelligence. Active duty. Decorated. 3 combat tours. One of the most elite minds in the armed forces. And here she was, nearly shot in the street for saving lives. The female officer took a step forward, lowering her weapon slightly. "Wait." But the male cop still held his aim. Jaw clenched, vision narrowed, mind closed. Just then, the rumble of engines echoed down the block. 6 black SUVs screeched into position, doors flung open. Military personnel swarmed out. One man in full dress uniform beelined straight for her. "Commander Carter, are you injured?" he asked urgently. "No, sir. Shooter neutralized. No civilian casualties." He turned, glaring at the stunned officers. What the hell happened here? And that's when everything started to unravel. Because this time, they messed with the wrong woman. And this story was only just beginning. The silence on Greenwood Avenue was broken not by gunfire, but by shame. Officer Rourke lowered his weapon first, followed, hesitantly, by Officer Grady. Neither spoke, neither moved, because they knew they'd almost gunned down the wrong person. Again. Lieutenant Commander Imani Rhodes holstered her sidearm with the same calm precision she'd once used under enemy fire in Kandahar. She picked up her military ID, now resting like evidence at her boots, and dusted it off. Her voice was steady, unforgiving. "You never asked me what happened. You just assumed I was the threat." From behind the growing crowd, an elderly man shouted, "She saved my grandson." Another woman sobbed, "That man was going to kill us. She stopped him." Phones were out, recordings captured every second. The shooter neutralized, the cops pointing guns at the only one who had done something. A story America knew too well. A black SUV screeched to a halt. Out stepped Colonel Jamal Rhodes, her brother, full uniform. No time for pleasantries. "What the hell is going on here?" he demanded. Imani didn't flinch. "Shooters down, no civilian deaths. Cops showed up late and nearly made me one of them." Colonel Rhodes turned to the officers, fury simmering beneath his medals. "You two just aimed rifles at a war hero, while standing on ground she defended in silence. You owe her more than an apology. You owe her your careers." Rourke swallowed, his face pale, eyes wide. Later that night, the footage was everywhere. Not the part where Imani saved lives, not her military service, not her years of silent sacrifice. No, the part where two cops nearly killed her because she was black and armed. No one called her a hero until they saw the uniform, and by then, the damage was already done. They pointed guns at a hero and called her a threat because she was black. Like, comment, share, and subscribe if you believe the truth should never be silenced.